Hello everyone, this is Name, and welcome to Channel Name. Today, I'll talk about a California task force on reparations that voted this past weekend to approve recommendations on how the state may compensate and apologize to Black residents for generations of harm caused by discriminatory policies. The 9-person team, which includes civil rights leaders, attorneys, lawmakers, and academics, spent more than 2 years listening to expert testimony, hosting public meetings and considering proposals. As part of this work, the task force released a 500-page report that detailed 170 years of state-sanctioned discrimination through housing policies, political disenfranchisement, and environmental injustice. In their final report that was approved on Saturday, the panel's proposed recommendations include creating a new agency to provide services to descendants of enslaved people, and it advises the state makes cash payments to people eligible for restitution. It suggests lawmakers craft an apology on behalf of the state that must include a censure of the gravest barbarities. The panel also recommends 2 avenues for compensation: cumulative compensation for an eligible class and particular compensation for individuals for provable harms. When it comes to cash payments, the task force suggests the state establish criteria for eligibility and a model for calculating the amount of those payments. Another important recommendation from the task force is the proposal to restore voting rights to all formerly and currently incarcerated people. So what happens next? The panel will meet one more time, and send its final report to the legislature by 1st of July. Lawmakers will then need to weigh its recommendations and pass any necessary legislation. 2 state lawmakers who sit on the panel are expected to lead that effort. Some estimates from economists have projected that the state could owe upwards of $800 billion, or more than 2.5 times its annual budget, in reparations. The figure in the latest draft report released by the task force is far lower. Congresswoman Barbara Lee, who is co-sponsoring a bill in Congress to study restitution proposals for African Americans, said the work of the task force could be a national model, and called on states and the federal government to pass reparations legislation. Reparations are not only morally justifiable, but they have the potential to address long-standing racial disparities and inequalities. Of course, this is a process that will take time, and there are many decisions to be made before any of the recommendations proposed by the task force can be finalized and implemented. Which is why it's so important that we stay informed and remain vigilant to ensure that the rights and injustices of people of color are addressed and redressed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.